Oh, I wrote notes for this video, but my notes are on my phone and my phone is filming. Brill. Hi, welcome back to the St James YouTube channel. My name is Ruth, I'm a youth worker here, and today we will be continuing looking at the Lord's Prayer. So if you don't remember, or if you've not seen, we've done a few videos now. We've looked at the first solid chunk of the Lord's Prayer, I would say. And today we are on to the lines, "Your will be done on earth as in heaven." Now, I'm going to try and do this video without turning it into a politics video, but this is a line that has been in my head a lot this week. So if you don't know, this week has been the week of the American election. And if you don't know, I am a massive politics nerd. It's a bit ridiculous. I studied politics at university, and you know, I don't normally love results of elections, but there's something about election. It's power going to the people, and then you get to stay up all night and watch the results. I kind of love it. I hate it, but I kind of love it as well. So that's been my life for the last 4 days. Yesterday, Joe Biden got announced as president, and without being too political, there was one person who I really didn't want to win because, how do I say this in a church-friendly way? I don't think that they're a good president, and I don't think they've proved themselves over the last 4 years. And there's another guy who I think has done a lot of great stuff in his life, and he had a woman VP, and it wasn't just any woman, it was a woman of colour. And now little kids from all over America and all over the world can see themselves reflected in the most powerful office. And that is a really beautiful thing. But there was many tense days of not really knowing what's going to happen. On Tuesday evening, I actually went to bed and set my alarm for 2 a.m. So I got up at 2, well, I got up at like 2:30. It took me a while to like persuade myself to get out of bed, and I watched for maybe 3 or 4 hours that night. I actually went back to bed in the morning, but it was really horrible to watch because of the way things were. It was the party that I didn't want to win looked like they were winning and looked like that they were going to win, and that was horrible to watch because all I saw was the suffering that people were going through inflicted by that party. It's very easy to say your will be done when things are going your way. Now I'm like, yeah, God's will was done. But would I have said that if the candidate that I didn't want to win won the election? I don't know. Back in 2016 when I watched the election, I didn't understand why he won. God was behind all of this for a reason that I don't understand. I probably will never understand why. But look at it now. Now we have a man who I truly believe does the best for the people of America, and a woman who understands the struggles of not being white in America and the struggles of being of an immigrant family. Where was I going to go with that? Sorry, that's a lot of politics. How long have we talked about politics? 5 minutes. It's actually pretty good for me. But I don't want to talk about politics. Your will be done on earth as in heaven. So many times things happen and we don't understand why. It's okay to not understand why. And it's okay to be stressed by these things or be upset by these things. And it's okay to work against these things happening. But at the end of the day, Jesus is the one who is there for us and looking after us. And whatever happens, we can handle it and we can get through it and we can work through it and we can protest things and we can, you know, do all these things knowing God's in control. And that is a wonderful thing. That doesn't justify anything that's happened over the last 4 years, 400 years, 4,000 years. You know, there's been awful things that have happened in America, in the UK, because of different people all over the world. But when we say the Lord's Prayer, we say, I forgot the line, we say, your will be done on earth as in heaven. And at the end of the day, heaven is this perfect, awesome place that we know we are going to. And by saying to God, we want your will, whatever you think needs to happen, we want that. And that is a really powerful thing. And I think that for a control freak like me, it is hard to hand over that kind of control to God, even though anything that God does is great and perfect. So what's my message today? My political message is have compassion, think about other people before you say stuff or you do stuff. And I think that's been one of the problems with this last presidency. We're not talking about politics. This is terrible, I'm sorry, I just love talking about politics. I think that things work out. You know, there's a line in, I think it's Perks of Being a Wallflower, and he says, everything will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. And that's something that I really try and take to heart. Because God's in control, not us. It's God's will, not our will. And they may look very different, but at the end of the day, God's will is going to be better. Whether we know it or not. Why? I don't know, but it is. So that kind of is my message. I hope that everything is going well for you guys. Lockdown 2.0. We're back. But I think that, again, God's will, not ours. Come hang out with the big quiz that church people are doing on the 14th of November. 14th of November, it's for a charity, but it's super fun and I'm really great at quizzes, so I'm gonna win by a lot. No, I'm kidding. And yeah, get in touch with me if you need anything. There should be stuff coming your way soon. Check out the Instagram, and that is kind of everything that I have to say. Thanks for coming yet again, and we will see you next week for Give Us Today Our Daily Bread. Oh, I can eat bread. Love bread, really love bread. That's not important. Thanks. See you later. Bye.